Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Benedict Construction. You know about their spotless Better Business Bureau record. You know that they do everything from custom remodels to custom home builds. And they also built this fantastic set for us. As you can see, it's just gorgeous stuff. Dark wood, stone, copper, curves. There, you can see it. Now you can see it. They did tremendous work. They'll do great work for you. I love Benedict Construction. Give them a call. See for yourself. Get a price. You'll be impressed. All right. We're going to play a simplified version of the Family Feud right now. We tried there's Chuck Cavaleras. We tried this once before. Didn't go so well. Normally when we put these together, well, no, it's because we throw it together moments before the show. It's not like we do a run through the night before. So I'm trying to explain the rules and typically don't explain them very well. But here's what we're going to do. A lot of people say that Tennessee, a lot of fans say, well, Tennessee could make a good team just from in-state recruits. Okay, well, what we have over here are the top 6 talent-producing states for this year's NFL draft. All right, so I want to see these and see if Tennessee's on the list and then see where Tennessee compares if they're not on the list. All right, so what we're going to do is Chuck will go first. Whoever gets the highest state correct controls the board. And then that person can run the board, list all 6. Whoever lists number 6, whoever lists that last one, wins valuable cash and prizes. Oh. Which means I'll actually give you your check. All right, so here we go. Chuck Cavaleras, what is your, don't turn anything over there. Don't turn anything around. What state do you think is number 1 in terms of talent producing for the NFL draft?
I'm going to go with Texas. Like the size of the state. I know they've had a lot of good quality athletes from there. I wish the Cowboys would have drafted more of them, but I'll go with Texas.
Well, you just made this round a lot shorter. Flip number 1 there. Chuck, you now control the board and no one else can say a word. But can you run the entire?
No.
All right, what's number 2? This year, and what we're talking about, folks at home, we're talking about high school kids. Which states produce the most guys that went into the NFL draft? It's not like a Tennessee football player wouldn't count for Tennessee. It would be a kid who played high school in Tennessee. All right, who next?
I would go with the state of Florida. The Sunshine State, John.
Show me number 2. Chuck Cavaleras is going to run this thing now.
I'm on a roll, boys.
All right, very good. So Texas and Florida are 1 and 2. Number 3.
I'm going to go with the state of California, John.
Look at him. He just looked at the population base. California, number 3. Very good, Chuck. Those are your top 3.
He's going to miss number 4.
Those are your top 3 talent-producing states in this year's draft. Now, it does get trickier here. You have a drop-off now to number 4. Who is number 4?
I'll go with the state of South Carolina.
No. Oh, excuse me.
Wow. Jimmy's right. You're wrong. If we had the big red X's, it'd be good. Does that mean control goes to Jimmy because he's next in the table here? Who's number 4, Jimmy?
Number 4 on my list is Georgia.
Turn it around. Jimmy controls it. Georgia is number 4. Would you all have guessed Georgia number 4?
I started to.
Okay. Yeah, right. All right. Number 5.
Nah, a little tricky here. All right, number 5, I've got Ohio.
He's within 1. Turn around number 5 over there.
I don't even get to play.
He's within 1.
You'd have lost anyway.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What do we got for number 6?
Louisiana.
Went with the home state.
I get to play.
Mike Strange, you can win it.
Do you know the rules?
Everybody else did the work. You can win Family Feud.
Number 6, New Jersey.
Wrong. Bob Hodge.
Illinois.
Bob Hodge wins the round. Illinois is number 6.
Thank you. I did get to play.
You didn't get to play. You won the whole thing. Chuck and Jimmy did the heavy lifting. Way to go, guys. 32-30, 26-15. All right, Tennessee, and this is the reason we did this. Tennessee tied for the 11th most state.
That's higher than I had them.
Well, here's the thing. They tied with a lot of those to move them up to 11. They had 5 players taken in the draft this year. You compare that to Texas with 32. You compare it to Illinois with 10. And it's Tennessee, the state of football in the state of Tennessee is getting better. We've said that. I think 5 is a little low this year. You're probably going to have more than that, I think, in the future. But it's still a state where you definitely need to get outside the borders. I hear that a lot from people.
You don't need Memphis going into Big 12.
There you go, see? And now the concern level goes up further. But I get that from time to time. People say, well, you just need a bunch of Tennessee kids who love Tennessee, and we got enough athletes in this. No, you don't. Tennessee is going to have to continue to recruit Georgia and and they're going into Virginia more now and the Carolinas. Going to have to continue that moving forward. The state is getting better in football. but you compare it to these big boys, and it's just a different beast.
Well, and what you want to do is get 75 to 90% of the better in-state players. You're not going to get them all. And,
Especially
and
if Memphis
Nashville
comes
is the
in the
one,
Big
the
12.
mid-state area is the one that's really improved with the population too. And I think the Titans have had something to do with that. But that's what you want to do. You can't get all Tennessee players and win at a high level. They don't have enough.
No.
You can't do it.
Well, and you typically see, I mean, we've seen this before when Tennessee plays one of those in-state teams, a Tennessee Martin or
that
something.
has a lot of those.
And
guys.
yeah, and it's guys, you'll see guys from East Tennessee who people would say, why didn't Tennessee go after him? And then Tennessee clocks UT Martin 50-0, and you go, that's why. He's a good player for a different level. All right, when we come back, Zach Stewart walks away, Nico Kramer may be leaving, a nightmare for an SEC coach on Twitter, and too much swagger from the Vols. Come on back, we'll discuss all.